What's going on YouTube? This is Squids. How's everyone doing today? I thought I'd try to make a different video here, kind of expand my horizons, try to do something a little different. And the first thing that came to my mind, especially since I'm such a huge fan and the videos seem to get pretty good reception, I want to talk about Nagatoro as a series. Now, obviously, in the beginning of the series, manga and obviously anime included, you've got this girl who is just kind of like this sassy, popular sports, involved girl who realistically doesn't know how to express emotions without being a douche. And then you've got Senpai, who is the shy, timid, nice pushover who doesn't know how to stand up for himself. And coincidentally, in this world, we've got these two people who have connected together in obviously interesting circumstances, like real life, where you never know who you're going to meet and what impact they're going to have on you. And that's something that I find very intriguing. We go throughout the series and they slowly start to get closer to each other. And while they're getting closer to each other, you get the friends finally, like Yoshi and all the gang, to help push them together, because not only is their best friend clearly in love with, Senpai, we also have this fact of the matter that they've realized what an impact he's having on her as a person, and almost themselves too, because they feed off of Nagatoro's energy. So she, with her, for example, Senpai gives her this like almost kindness and understanding and wanting to venture out more and just talk to people, while on the other end of the spectrum, Senpai gets more courage and ambition to stand up for himself, stand up for others, get contacts for the smallest thing, for his self-confidence, just small things like that. Like, they feed off of each other, and one builds confidence and the other one builds, down to earthness. They legitimately complete each other, almost a yin and yang combination. And as the series gets further along, they click so well. And the slow progression of over the 2 years, which, up to date as of now for the manga, just feels right. And it reminds me of just, high school relationships in general. I know a lot of people, expected this to be just a perfect subtext rom-com anime going into it. And then a lot of people also think that it's just a mean bullying type of anime as well, or manga series, and that's just not it at all. It is actually very precisely put together, and over time, not just a quick instant gratification, which is something that I definitely love and respect and admire out of a series. Something that builds up, less instant gratification, more, time moves on, slowly building up. Realism is realistic as hell. And, that's something I feel like I could say we need more in the industry. But at the same time, it's nice at the same point to have an oversaturation of like mid animes, mid and junk and decent, to get these perfect build ones. Because if we had everything perfect build, we'd get, snotty and needy and just not appreciate what we do get from time to time. And I will push that as long as I live. It is just perfect. And, as someone who's caught up with the manga, it's something that I could see, hopefully, getting adapted for a 3rd season. I mean, granted, if I remember correctly, don't quote me on this, we are in, I think, late 130s, maybe early 140s for chapters. And I believe, if I remember correctly, season 2 ended on volume like 91. So, that's like 45 chapters a season. So clearly we have enough, I believe, for one more season. And this manga's been running for 6 years almost. I could see this one getting a third season renewal. I'll be honest with you, I did not expect a second season even, and the fact that we got a third season is absolutely astronomically amazing. And the hype and the build up for it is just enough, I believe, to get a third season. And this is not sourced, nothing like that, just my honest opinion. I could see this one getting a complete animation depending on if the hype still stays up. Because obviously after COVID, like a year or two before that, the new generation is just a saturated pool. And granted, most of it is shonen, and that's fine, if that's what you enjoy and that's what you love, more power to you. And you know what? It's kind of awesome because it's getting hype into the field, which equals more reboots that for series I feel like I needed, or continuations, and shows that we didn't think we were going to get sequels are getting sequels, and it is just amazing. Now, where do I feel and hope the direction of the series goes? I personally really, really hope that we get a, final realization by the end of high school for at least Nagatoro's end, and we get a little bit of afterwards, and maybe a time skip to like marriage and family, and a complete close, because I feel like even if this just goes through high school and ends, it's gonna leave a little hole in my heart, because I mean, like, another one of my favorite rom-coms, which I believe has got pushed to death now in High Dive, but like 3D Kanjuro, Real Girlfriend, oh my god, they mastered that. I mean, I maybe tweaked a little bit at the end, but damn, they did a great job. And I'd be really happy with a time skip, because I want to see how it all ends. Granted, if they end in high school and they have a great ending, I'll be there for it. I'm going to be for this series no matter what, as a huge simp for it. But I'd like to see, a time skip at the very end of the series, kind of like what's happening with their lives, how they're dealing with adulthood, and just to see where their relationship concludes at. I feel like that'd be really great to have, and maybe even have like a kid or two, because I guarantee they're gonna have kids, and just to see how everything fits. I'm very hyped for this, and I really hope this goes into a direction that I feel will make this a good rom-com, almost a perfect ending for the happiness train, instead of falling to the sad train like we usually do. But that's been kind of my two thoughts about the series. I really have high hopes for it, and since it just recently ended not too long ago, I think that it's a perfect fit. So, with that being said and out of the way, let's get some of the taxes out here. I got a podcast airing starting this Friday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and we're going to be doing it once a week, every Friday. Me and my buddy Charles, who is quite honestly a man that is just kind of getting out of his comfort zone into the world of everything that's not mainstream shonen, and we're just gonna pretty much talk about current animes, what's hot, what's not, what to watch for, just kind of general BS. And we're even gonna add the factors of every week we're gonna have you guys comment in and vote on what you want Charles the newbie to watch, and if you have something you want me to watch too that I haven't seen, we will discuss that and kind of do a report on it. I'm pretty excited to get an actual intake. We want to get people that are just getting into the scene or want to get deeper into the scene a new look into it, because there's a medium in this, or there's a genre in this medium for everybody, and the work and dedication that goes into it, and the ways you can express without having to get real people and able to do stuff like that is just amazing. So we're going to be doing that every Friday. I'm not going to set an exact time. I want to say somewhere around noon, 1 o'clock Central Time is when they will be uploaded. However, not exact. It will be for sure every Friday, but not an exact time. So, with that out of the way, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. And, if you're feeling really generous, you can subscribe. I'm uploading content quite often, and it's going to be more often now that we are getting this booming going finally, after a year and a few months. So, thank you very much. This has been Squids, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!